I'm not even sure what to say. Well, thank you for the $20 super chat, I suppose. YouTube stopped touching super chats, so I guess there's a bonus. All super chat revenue last month is as it was supposed to be. So thank you, Kukola. I will receive, that $20 minus 30%. Should use the donation link, but doesn't really matter. People are probably wondering what's going on if you haven't followed this situation. Back at the beginning of October, YouTube decided that for half of September, my views were invalid. They were invalid views that were either bot views, paid for views, fake views, creating fake interactions on ads, causing a new policy change with their bot that's automated to decide that my channel is full of people that aren't actual people, and as such, the views on ads aren't actual people. So they zeroed out my ad revenue for half a month, costing me $3,000 in September. All right, whatever. It's now November, and they zeroed out 100% of October. There's not a single day in October that I made ad revenue. Of course, the funny thing is, I make premium revenue during this time. So clearly I have some valid views because I have people that are YouTube Red or whatever they call that now, subscribers watching my content. But it doesn't matter. All ad revenue for October has been wiped. It's as if I didn't make a single video last month, according to YouTube. The funny thing is, they now have a new article out there about invalid traffic they have put up over the last week. That article talks about what all of the different stats on the back end mean. And the thing is, the number one stat they talk about is the overall view stat. And what do they say about the overall view stat on YouTube? They say views are your legitimate views that your videos received. So the view stat, the number one stat on the back end that is shown to us, is stated to be 100% legit views that your channel received. From those views, a percentage of them see ads. How can I have 100% valid views, but 0% valid ad views? I have yet to have YouTube explain this to me. I have been on the phone with them. I have been in the creator chat with them. I've been in a nonstop email back and forth chain for over a month with them, with already something like 50 plus different emails exchanged. I have talked to creator support behind the scenes. We've been in DMs. I have done everything that I can do without simply just outright suing YouTube, which would just go to small claims court, because I don't know how I can sue them over anything more than that. The issue here is that YouTube is telling me all of my views are valid, but all of my ad views are invalid, even though my ad views come from my views. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up. And YouTube doesn't give a shit. They zeroed out the ad revenue for an entire month after already doing it for most of September. Looks like they're already starting to do it in November. My channel is blackballed by YouTube. And it's only blackballed in a very specific way. I'm still gaining subscribers, albeit slowly, but I'm still gaining subscribers. They're still sharing my videos, and I still get decent click-through rates when it's put into people's recommended. It's still performing well. My videos are performing as expected. So they're not hiding my content. They're not disqualifying my content from being shared. They are just saying that all those people watching my content aren't real and taking away all the revenue. I can't understand why they're doing this. what the logic mismatch on their back end and their explanations doesn't add up. I don't understand why they can't just admit this is a bug and get it fixed. Why are they constantly trying to tell me I have invalid traffic while saying my traffic is valid at the same time? Why are they fighting against themselves and costing themselves money as well? Because the whole reason I'm not getting ad revenue is because they are refunding the advertisers for all the ads shown on my channel. It's not that you guys aren't seeing the ads. It's that once the end of the month comes, they decide to give the money back to the advertisers, essentially giving them free advertising. And then just YouTube doesn't get any money either. So there's something clearly wrong with the new implementation they have decided to do with invalid traffic that is falsely identifying my channel and sweeping it up. And YouTube's not going to do a damn thing about it. I am just personally blackballed. I am a YouTube channel that basically can't run ads anymore. And that's okay on its surface. I don't necessarily do YouTube for the money. The money is nice. Obviously, it affords me more time. But I'm not a YouTuber specifically to make money. But to see my hard work that has been earning money for 3 years be completely wiped out, heading into a next-gen launch, it's pretty frustrating. Yeah, it's only sometimes, $300-400 extra in my pocket. But you know what? It's been more than that lately. Well, at least it should have been. Lost another 1,000. Just keep adding it up. Why not? Why not just keep adding it up? YouTube does not give a shit. They have blackballed my channel, leaving me with very few options to do anything about it. I can either sue them or leave the platform, which I don't want to do. I enjoy YouTube as a platform. I can, start a new channel, I guess, and hope they don't blackball me there. But they probably will, because I don't know, why is my channel specifically swept up in this while other channels that are of similar size, covering similar content, are not swept up in this? There's no explanation for why they're saying all my views are valid, but my ad views are not valid, but my ad views come from my views, and none of my views are being invalidated. They won't provide me an invalidation report. I have requested one on several occasions, since in the AdSense policy, it says I am 100% responsible for every single view of the ads. But what they don't tell you is that AdSense, when you sign up, doesn't accurately track your ad traffic in the first place. Only YouTube metrics accurately track your ad traffic. Okay, great. That's fine and dandy. But there's no breakdown of ad metrics on the YouTube backend, which means I cannot track invalid ad activity. So how can I know what's causing it? At least YouTube, give me the invalid traffic report that you see, that you have confirmed manually. Let me see, where is this traffic coming from? What are they doing? And how are they interacting with the ads wrong? What is triggering it? Why can I not be shown that? If it's my responsibility for these views, my responsibility for these ads, why can't I be shown this? Because YouTube doesn't have to show this. YouTube is just an ass. Nice, Israel Soda. So I'm left with so few options. You guys can obviously, I see some of my community pushing out there, pushing Patreon and all that. That's great. I mean, I do have a Patreon. Obviously, if the Patreon blew up, whatever, I could just not care. I could just turn off ads on my channel. Might turn off ads anyways. What's the point of having ads be present on my channel if all it's going to do is show you ads, but then nobody makes any money, and it's just literally free advertising for the advertiser? You know who's benefiting from this? The advertisers. The advertisers are just getting everything for free. This, it's so infuriating. I've worked 3 years on this channel. 3 years on this channel specifically, and have never had this issue happen. Ever. Didn't care if I made $50, didn't care if I made, $3,000. I still always got the ad revenue I earned. So, I'm kind of left out the patch here. I don't really know. I mean, I'm reaching out to you guys because I don't really know what to do or what to say about it anymore at this point. I've said all I could say to all the YouTube contacts in the back. I've attempted to talk to a lawyer who's unwilling to take on the case because, again, YouTube's got so many of the best lawyers in the world that they're going to find every loophole imaginable to just not screw me and have me pay all these lawyer fees for nothing. I'm not a big enough YouTuber that other big YouTubers are going to care. So like Firesoul says, start a movement where every YouTuber turns their ads off. Who's going to turn their ads off that aren't being affected by this? You think Player Essence is going to turn his ads off? You think Wolf Den's going to turn his ads off? You think any of these channels that are bigger than me are going to turn their ads off when they're not being affected like this? Hell no. Hell to the no, they ain't going to turn their ads off. And they shouldn't. I don't want people to just not make the revenue that they should be making on their content. That's stupid. So there's been some suggestion. You're calling PewDiePie on the phone. Yeah, like you really have PewDiePie's number. There's been some suggestions that I should just make a full-on move to Twitch. Just full out Twitch it up. Where I just... all my content is now live streamed. I do like maybe, I don't know, what do I do? Like a daily news show or something? I don't even know. I don't even know how I would replace that. We're not here to talk about the politics. I know it's a big election night. I'm not dumb. I realize that there's a lot of stuff going on with that, but I'm not here to talk politics. So let's keep the political chat out of here, all right? You guys can go talk in a billion other places right now about politics if you care to. Not talking about that here tonight. I know, it's election night. I get it. It's like a huge night. Huge night. Got $10,000? What are you talking about, honk? I've tried Storyfire. Storyfire won't, like, I've asked for approval of a video series. You can't even upload there without approval. Storyfire is extremely restrictive. It's never going to truly compete with YouTube because it's too restrictive. BitChute has been actually giving some issues as well. Philip, the quartering's not going to turn his ads off. He's not going to turn his ads off. As much as he bitches about YouTube, just like, as an example, the quartering said he was going to be done with Twitter. So he handed his Twitter over to a social media manager. And what is he doing? He's back on Twitter, responding and tweeting at people all day long. The quartering is not going to quit YouTube. He's not going to turn his ads off. He is a channel that is close to 1 million. He gets hundreds of thousands of views a day. He's not going to turn his ads off. Nobody that isn't impacted by this is going to turn their ads off. Why would a creator willfully just give up their money? If you got 10K, don't owe him. Dude, Honk's not going to don't owe me. He's no way. I have a donation link down in the description, but no way. I don't honestly, sorry, Honk. Maybe you're legit and I'm about to have my mind blown. But it doesn't, like, thinking that you won the lottery and that you know PewDiePie seems pretty far-fetched. Guys, keep the political stuff out of the chat, please. Keep the political stuff out of the chat. I know it's election night. Tensions are high. I get it. But we're not here to talk about politics. All right? Again, there's a lot of other places you can go right now to talk about politics. Is your channel completely demonetized? No, I can receive super chats. You know, super chats are not our monetization method that YouTube's not touching now. They did mess with it a bit in September, but they didn't mess with any of the super chats in October. So as far as I'm aware, super chat revenue is fine. I mean, I could go. Thing is, if I go to Twitch, most of my audience isn't following me there. I'm already on Twitch. I do game streams on Twitch. I mean, one thing I could do that really is not ad relevant is I could just live stream on YouTube. I literally could live stream on YouTube and then just do live streams, and they won't touch donations or super chats, so I could just become a live streamer, I guess. But I like making standalone videos. That's what sucks. I enjoy making standalone videos. And I even did a recent poll on the community section asking a question about about the channel, and 72% of respondents out of 5,300 plus votes said that they enjoy my news videos the most. Live streams, 1%. 1%. It is the lowest voted for thing. So live streams aren't even what a majority of my audience is here or cares about. So even if I do a little mini live stream for every single news thing, there's already a channel that does that, in Obi-Wan. Am I that now? Is that what my channel is? I just do quick 15, 20-minute live streams for every single piece of news that comes out? I don't know, man. How do you donate on Patreon? You tap join or well, I don't even remember. It's been a long time since I've been. I mean, you could do Patreon, or you could use the Streamlabs donation link. That goes to my PayPal account, I think. Anyways, on Patreon, if you want to become a member on Patreon, let me log in. It's been a while. I'm going to go find a random creator here. Let's see here. Find a creator. Who do I know is on Patreon that I don't support at the moment? I think this guy's on Patreon. Yeah. No Clip is, and I don't support them right now. I used to support them. So when you go to my page on, there should be a join button on Patreon, and then you can select the different tiers, or you can enter a custom amount, I think, when you join too. Anyways, I like the standalone videos. They are nice to watch because I watch live streams after the fact mostly. I wish YouTube didn't mess you up. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I'm not going to cry about it. I've already had a reaction to this when it happened in September where I raged. There's no point in raging. It happened in September. Am I really surprised it happened again in October? I guess there's part of me that hoped it was fixed, but it's not. Now, technically, I have ad revenue for the last 4 days of October, so is it fixed now? No, the revenue's not finalized yet. Those 4 days are probably going to vanish tomorrow because it's been working forward to back. So, on November 1st, I lost the ad revenue in the first week. On November 2nd, I lost the ad revenue in the second week. On now November 3rd, I lost the ad revenue in the third week. So I presume tomorrow, those last 4 days are going to get wiped out too. Let's hope your I've talked to so many people at YouTube about this. It's a ridiculous list of people. It's clear nothing's going to happen and there's nothing I can do about it. So I have decisions to make. You know? Do I just push live streams where all the money comes from you guys and they don't really touch that? I don't want to become a live streamer though, man. Like, I like live streams. Don't get me wrong. I enjoy them, time to time. But I don't want to, do it for a living. Not really a living. I guess it's not a living. I have a job. But I don't really want to, I don't know. Yeah, dude. YouTube is just, I don't even know. This is just baffling to me. I'm completely, there's a lot of silence because I don't know what to say. There's nothing I can say at this point. YouTube is doing what they're doing. I can't stop them. They will not give me the information I need to see what they're seeing. They're refusing to fix it. They're saying it's all my fault. They provide no evidence, no proof. They say my views are valid overall, but my ad views are invalid, even though my ad views come from my valid views. It's complete, and there's even a notification on the back end now that says, God, what does it say? I think it's gone now. It appeared yesterday. Oh, you have a high volume of invalid views, so everything's going to be adjusted. And I'm like, oh, lovely. What the hell did I do to deserve this? Again, another month in a row. Can't even say I got caught up in the YouTube algorithm last month. I lost subscribers last month. I didn't even gain. I had a net negative subscriber growth last month. I had viewership that was significantly lower. I had 1.6 million views in September, only 400,000 last month. And I still got hit by it. They still took all my ad money. So, I don't know. There really isn't anything I can do at this point. I can quit. Already only doing this as a hobby anyways. I don't know. Do you just push through and keep up the daily production, knowing that YouTube is not going to allow you to monetize anything anymore? I don't know. The real people that talked to me, they told me originally that they agreed that this isn't right. Things aren't adding up. Then they said, well, our internal team is saying your traffic is invalid, but we don't think that's right. We'll ask for clarification. They re-clarified your traffic is invalid, but they're saying your traffic's valid, but your ad traffic's invalid. Again, that doesn't make any sense. Can I get some clarification? Can I get some access? Can I get some this? Can I get some that? And it was literally been a month long back and forth of YouTube just coming up with a new excuse every single day that they're not going to give you the information you need. They're not going to prove to you, or prove to me anyways, that your ad views are invalid. It's just they're invalid, believe me. We made a change. Your channel's screwed. Have a good day. So here we are. Here's we are. I don't have an MCN, Michael. Now, this is a case where maybe having an MCN could help. I used to have an MCN. I left them in October of 2019. Maybe this is where an MCN would have helped. Because an MCN basically never helped me in the past. But maybe in a case like this, an MCN could intervene and could stop it. And maybe if I was part of an MCN, this would have never happened in the first place. Because they wouldn't have dared mess with a bigger MCN. I don't know. I could talk to other MCNs and see if this is something. Because I've had offers from MCNs. I get offers all the time that, from multi-channel networks that, but are they actually going to do anything? Are they actually going to do anything? Or are they just going to take my money? An MCN, for those that don't know, is a multi-channel network. So an MCN is like a go-between between you and YouTube. And they basically get paid. They get the money first, then they pay you. They take a cut out of that money, whatever the agreement is. For some YouTubers, it's really bad, like 50-50. Really, really bad. For others, it's only like 10%. But whatever, they take a cut out of the revenue. And then in exchange, they give you services. I never really got any services. I was part of BBTV. I never really got a benefit out of it, so I left them. But maybe this is the one time that having an MCN would have mattered. Maybe this is why you have an MCN. That is one thing I never considered. Maybe my next step is signing on with an MCN. Obviously, they're the conversation starter. Can you fix this? Can you stop this? Because there's, a partnership can be had here. But MCMs aren't exactly kosher either. They're not always perfect. They have their own issues, as it were. So, yeah, I don't know. It is what it is. I've heard of LBRY library that are just really tiny. You can't, when you join an MCN, you can't just leave them. Like, if it doesn't go good, then leave. You can't leave them. They lock you into like a year contract. Like, my card declined. Well, I mean, cards decline when the money's not actually there, buddy. Just throw that out there. Yes, you can't join an MCN without signing a contract. But I mean, I get contacted by multi-channel networks all the time. I guess it wouldn't hurt to talk to them, and I know for sure I'm not gonna go back to broadband TV, BBTV. Even though they're like one of the biggest ones left out there. I don't know. Even just looking up multi-channel networks makes me feel dirty. Am I keeping track of the election? Not really. We don't talk politics on this channel. So, like, I have a thing on my phone where, like, I refresh it every now and then. But I don't really know exactly what's going on, There's a bunch of states not finalized. I don't know. Depends on which site you look at. So, I'm not really going to go into it. So... we're not bots. I mean, you guys aren't bots. We have 100 plus people watching. You guys aren't bots. Yeah, the bit shoot waiting for content creators. Content creators waiting for advertisers. What Twitch giveaway are you talking about, Israel Soda? No, I really look sad. I mean, it's not like I'm happy right now about this. I'm happy with my life. So I have to decide what's next. If I want to not deal with YouTube ad bullshit, then I should just stream and call it a day. Because then I could just hope you guys super chat, hope you guys join Patreon, hope you guys do whatever. And then that's how I'm supported. And then, who cares about ad revenue? I don't know. I wish, like, here's the response I got today. I'll open up my email right now. So I brought up October. So there's a whole bunch of stuff we've been talking about. So I said more than that. As numbers are being updated and finalized for October, I now have had all ad revenue zeroed out for October 1st through the 26th, and likely for the last handful of days tomorrow, as every day, more and more days have been zeroed out. Things aren't finalized yet, but that makes it more than a month straight where my channel has made zero ad revenue despite being approved for ads because my traffic is supposedly invalid. This isn't a, oh crap, I need an explanation move. Zero revenue for a whole month is a we want to kill your channel type of move. I was never a channel that consistently made big money anyways, but to make none at all, how does that make sense? Something is going on and it isn't adding up. You guys keep saying my ad traffic's invalid, but my traffic's valid. Ad traffic comes from that traffic. So again, this is one of those situations where 1 + 1 = 2, but it doesn't equal 2 in this case. If you're YouTube, it equals 4. I realize it's just going to be the same. You had a high volume of invalid views excuse with absolutely nothing showing as much on my end, but I sincerely need to know what I'm supposed to do moving forward. As it stands, my channel is being killed, and I haven't done anything wrong. YouTube responds, hi there. Hope all is well. This is blank again. I'm not going to give their names. Taking over this case. I would like to let you know that our internal team is in the middle of things and is yet to respond to our query. We know that it can be tough waiting for a long and tedious process to conclude, but I assure you that every step we take is aimed at addressing your concerns. And as usual, you'll be updated accordingly once I hear back from them. What does that do for me? It's the same. They've queried them before. The query came back, your traffic's invalid. Have a good day. I asked them to query them again. Why can't I get access to it? They're still not getting matched. There's nothing. We're not going to get anything. Nothing's coming out of this. So I just have to accept that's the way it is. It's just the way it is. YouTube is no longer a platform that I can make revenue on. So, whatever. I kind of, at this point, am accepting defeat. It's been over a month. I'm just kind of accepting defeat at this point. I can't fix it. I can't get YouTube to fix it. I can get YouTube to acknowledge it, but they won't fix it. So, hey, did we get a new subscriber? LT Idol, thank you so much. Oh, ads are being served. Ads are being served on my content. No issue there. They'll serve you ads. They just won't pay me for those ads. So I have some decisions to make. I don't know. I got to consult with my fiance. I got to consult with some other people and figure out what's the next step is. Do I just go the live stream route? I already decided my Series X content. I'm live streaming pretty much all my Series X content coming up next week because I can't risk relying just on ad revenue and not getting it. So I have to hope that people show up to streams and show some support during the streams. And the reason that I like the ad revenue is it doesn't rely on me having to get people to donate, right? Or super chat. Like people can just watch. Yes, the MCN drops you after being demonetized. PayPal donations happen through Streamlabs. Streamlabs donation link down in the description takes PayPal donations. Hashtag we aren't bots. If only that could get trending. I'm watching you guys in the chat here. We aren't bots. We aren't bots. YouTube's going to die. YouTube's not going to die. So YouTube is the number 2 most popular website in the world. The number 1 website is the company that owns them, Google.com. It's not going anywhere. I have a Patreon, Excelsior Studios. Patreon is linked in the description. I've had a Patreon for a long time. Patreon.com/Nintendo Prime. It's down in the description of this live stream. It's also in the description of every video I do. I don't advertise it. Maybe I should advertise it more, but I feel kind of like a dick pushing crowdfunding during my videos. Like, hey, go give me money. Have a good day. Like, God, I feel so douchey. I feel so douchey. I have Twitter and a Facebook page, Arcanium Adventure. It's okay. You're new. I'm not upset that you didn't know I had a Patreon. I realize for a lot of people, you know, any video can be their first video seeing me. And I hate that, like, for some people, this is their first experience with me. This is not, like, dude, I'm usually happy. I don't know, man. It's such a bad first experience. I'm going to link it in the chat, my Patreon. That's my Patreon. Big Bird, $9 donation. Thanks, man. We aren't bots. Everyone say it. We have to get it trending. Yeah, I can't say it because I'm not supposed to interact with ads on my channel. But other people can say. I can retweet it. If someone, like, I can retweet and people can try to get it trending, but I can't. It wouldn't make sense for me to do it because I can't click on my own ads. So I can't say we aren't bots. Thank you for subscribing, Kaio Gaming YT. Seems like you're complaining. I mean, I am complaining, but there's nothing I can do about it at this point. YouTube has done what it's done. I am blackballed. It is what it is. It is what it is. I don't have the means. I don't have the means to do anything about it, so. Yeah, no, I believe you, Zane Mario, man. Life isn't fair, though. You know, that's something you learn a lot as an adult. Yeah, you learn it as a kid. Life isn't fair. I don't expect things to be fair. I have a Patreon, MK. Again, I'll link it again. I have a Patreon. It's not a question of Patreon. I have a Patreon. I have a Twitch as well. If you guys have like a Twitch Prime account, you can go, toss me a Prime sub or something if you feel like it. I do stream on Twitch. I do gameplay streams on Twitch. So it's not like I don't use Twitch. I think it's been like a week since my last stream there, but I'll be hopefully streaming there tomorrow. Knock on wood. Oh, everything on YouTube is controlled by algorithms and bots. You sub to 3 accounts, but still YouTube thinks they're fake. I mean, that could trigger YouTube to think they're fake too. I have no idea. I have no clue. Are you sad? Actually, you look really down. I learned life is not fair. It already when my parrot ran away during turned back, showed me he's laughing. What? That's weird. I'm sad, but like I'm not. I'll move on. Once I'm done with this stream and I move on with my day, it is what it is. Don't be sad, Nate. Do not give up at all. You know better than this. There are other methods. Again, I will try contacting an MCM, but I don't know if they're going to do anything. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm going to be happy once I'm done with the stream, for sure, because then I can go back to my fiance and yeah, I have to have some tough conversations about the channel, but we'll see what happens. Bring back Mr. Pumpkin. Yeah, I know. I'm not really a fan of MCNs myself. Didn't really have the greatest experience with MCNs. But I also never had this happen. Would I get back revenue if they admit they're wrong? Nope, because they refunded advertisers. They literally don't have the money. If they're telling the truth, they literally don't have the money to give me anyways. They refunded it. They refunded the advertisers. So even if they admit they made a mistake and they fix it, all it would do is make it so the channel isn't blackballed anymore moving forward. But they haven't done that. My channel continues to be blackballed. I try to read everyone's comments. Try, Zane Mario. I don't always succeed at it, but there really isn't anything you can do other than, when you think about besides donations or Patreon, there really isn't anything you guys can do other than just watch the content, like the content, share the content. I can't think of anything you guys can do. YouTube support has responded several times on Twitter already. They just don't give a shit. The options before me are basically I just quit and I'm done with all this. That's a legitimate option. I can make a second YouTube channel and try to push everyone to go to that channel for content and then grow that channel and hope that channel doesn't get dinged, which of course it could get dinged. I could push a new platform. Everyone go follow on Twitch. Everyone go follow on BitChute and just leave YouTube altogether. I could stop making standalone videos and instead just do all live streams and deliver news and everything through live streams where all super chat and donation revenue isn't affected by this. Or I can just continue to make videos like I have been and just deal with the disappointment that they're going to show you ads that I don't make anything from, and nor do they. Obviously, in another idealistic world, I could be 100% crowdfunded, and then I just don't give a shit. Like, if I was like Jim Sterling and was just 100% crowdfunded, I don't give a shit then what they do with the ads. Give me the money, don't give me the money, who gives a shit? But I'm not 100% crowdfunded, unfortunately. We're all living in a pandemic world. Who the hell can become, that liquid, right? Like, all right, well, I'm going to go. I don't want to sit here and just bitch. All right. You guys are awesome. Thanks for the support. Thanks for Israel Soda for the $2 super chat earlier. We had a $20 super chat, I think, that isn't showing up for some reason on my feed now, but I think Coca-Cola, right, did the $20 one, if I remember right. I don't know why it doesn't show up on Streamlabs, but I know it was there. Big Bird as well for the $9 donation through the donation link. I appreciate it. I appreciate all you guys. I'll catch you guys later. And if any major changes come with the channel, like if I'm going to stop making content, if I'm going to do live streams only, I don't know. I'll make an update video if something's going to change. If nothing's going to change, then just keep enjoying my content as you always have. So I don't know how much longer I can weather this. All right. Thank you, guys. Catch you later.